100-mile-an-hour winds hammered the state. I have the full damage report. Plus, it's officially the biggest game in Montana history, Brawl of the Wild 2. And get ready for a packed weekend of wrestling and live music and holiday activities. I'm Steve Keller. This is the Great Falls Daily Connection. Straight into your Great Falls Daily Connection need-to-knows for Wednesday, December 18th, 2025. Wednesday goes down as one of the most damaging wind events in years. Widespread gusts 60 to 80 miles an hour with the Rocky Mountain front topping 100. That was clocked. The fallout has been severe. Downed trees, flipped planes, toppled semis, and long-lasting power outages. Local businesses took stage at the Chamber's Winter Wonderland Breakfast. That was yesterday. And congratulations to Brett Harris Insurance Agency claiming the Business of the Year. The 341st Missile Wing secured the Best Workplace Award. Neighbor Works Great Falls took home the Community Impact Honors. And Dick Anderson Construction was recognized as the Skilled Trade Champion. This is an ongoing thing. The Great Falls Children's Receiving Home wrapping gifts to support local youth in crisis. Visit Kaufman's Monday through Friday, 12 till 4. Or stop by the Mighty Mo Brewing Company on weekends until 8 p.m. and Christmas Eve until 2. I volunteered for that. I'm on the board of the Children's Receiving Home. Full disclosure, all proceeds fund the home's mission to guide and provide shelter and warmth for abandoned and neglected children. If you're traveling this weekend, a high wind watch is in effect again for tonight through tomorrow evening. Winds up to 50 miles an hour. Our low tonight will be 39 early on, then warming to 47 during the night and falling through the day again with a chance of snow. Friday night's low 26, Saturday 40, sunshine and windy, and Sunday 44, mostly sunny. Looking ahead to Monday, just a chance of rain or snow, mostly sunny with a high of 47 degrees. Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio is a full-service yoga studio for everybody, not just the physically fit and perfect. No, it's for me and you. And I've learned to do yoga, and it feels so good. It has relaxed my muscles. You know, strapping a guitar on you all the time, it kind of gets to you. And yoga is one of the best. And Aaron K. Photography took these pictures at Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio, as you see right there. This is in the 2J's complex. And they have several classes that you can find at harmonyinthefallsyoga.com. Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio in the 2J's complex. The Great Falls Daily Connection is sponsored in part by our friends, iRockMontana.com, part of Musetainment LLC. At iRockMontana.com, if you're a musician or an artist, you can find an audience, and we'll help you find that audience at iRockMontana.com. A reminder, January 1st, we're going to rock out. It's Professionals Night at the Frontier Inn. That means I'm a professional. I got to be there. It's already on the poster. So Big Dolly and Leilani will be there. That's New Year's Day, 7 o'clock. Acting a fool is optional, but you know we will at the Frontier Inn. So make your plans, put that on your calendar. Well, here on the Great Falls Daily Connection, I am joined with one of the finest guys I've ever had the pleasure to be friends with, Brian McKinney over at Express Employment Professionals. And I worked with Brian and for Brian for 2.5 years because businesses in Great Falls, they have so many things going on. I run a business now and I know how it is, and it's really hard to find good people. And that's where you have helped so many people. How many people have you put to work this year through Express?
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
Steve, I'm happy to be here, and thanks for sharing your time with me. You know, Express this year for 2025, we've put 295 plus people to work this year. And so we've created opportunities for a lot of people. And also we've helped those client companies, you know, place those associates because they need the help. And that's what we do. Yeah. You know, we make those connections, those career connections between the associate and the businesses. And we just are happy to be a resource. And I think, you know, we're making an impact in this community, one associate at a time, one job at a time, and that's how it's done.
Exactly. And I was very happy to be part of the company in Great Falls, the one company in Great Falls that was actually able to keep the unemployment rate down. It was measurable, and we did that at Express. It was really great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, pretty proud of that.
Yes. So now going into 2026, you have any trends or any news for businesses that are looking for people as we get into the brand new year?
Sure. Well, I think that there's lots of reason for optimism. I think prices are going to come down, and I think that the job needs are going to stay up. And like I said earlier, we just want to be a resource. So if we can answer any questions or let my internal team here help your team, that's what we're here for.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Brian, I just wanted to let you know, since I quit and retired from Express and started my own company, I have to tell you something. I have hoarded all of the Express emery boards, and I found a whole bunch of them, so I owe you some emery boards.
Nice. Those are one of the most popular drop-off items we have. They really
Yes.
are.
I'm keeping one for myself, but I'll bring you the rest when I get back to the office,
Oh,
okay?
be sure to share a couple with your lovely bride.
Okay. I will do that. Brian, thank you for being on with the Great Falls Daily Connection.
Sure. Thanks, Steve.
By the way, thank you for all the subscribers and for liking us and following the Great Falls Daily Connection, getting the word out. I just started this show. We got a long way to go. And as I go forward and people give me suggestions, I take those suggestions and run with them. And Matt Donnelly from KGPR, we've been talking, and he's a good guy over at KGPR. He's donated his time for 20 years. And when we were talking radio, we got off on some other subjects like autism, and we talk about that in this interview. Well, thanks what you do at KGPR and everybody over there. You also involve yourself in autism awareness, which affects a lot of people, and some people are on the spectrum. I have been told that my mind is just music. Can you explain what autism is and what you do in the Great Falls community to help out?
Well, autism is practically, it's neurological. It's kind of a mental disability, but I have kind of a mild form of it, but it's high functioning. And I've been diagnosed since I was 3, and it was back when autism was not even unheard of. So,
Right.
especially going through school, K through 12, I had to get like some special help here and there, and practically, yeah, I was misunderstood a lot, especially in terms of, what things I would say, and I would get bullied a lot for it, and, just because I was different. And I guess it just proved, I'm here to prove to the world that, everybody's different, that
Yeah.
we must embrace our differences rather than relying on unrelenting sameness. But but even back then, I was not open about autism, because I'm afraid people would misunderstand me. But it was thanks to not only radio, but also when I was in college over at University of Great Falls back then, now University of Providence, and thanks to going to that college, thanks to radio, that's why I went to that college instead of U of M, because I want to still. That's when I found my niche in radio, and deciding on going to UP instead of U of M because of the career changes. But anyway, I met a guy named Rich Briner. He's a professor he was a professor over at UP. Now he's retired, and he did speech and debate, and he taught that course. And I took one of his courses, and he kind of turned my life around, saying that I should be a little bit more open about autism than I ever was before.
Mm-hmm.
And from then on, I thought I could break out of my shell. And thanks to not only my mentor, Rich Briner, but radio helped me break out of my shell of autism. And I becoming more, and I've done like speeches about autism. And then he also encouraged me to join Toastmasters, which I've been a member of since 2011, ever since I graduated college. I'm part of Riversview Toastmasters, which we meet every Wednesday at 6:45 over at TD&H Engineering in the morning.
Yeah.
And Toastmasters helped me become not only more open about autism, but also to really enhance my speaking skills in radio in terms of like music selection, how to interview, and the right words to say during the interview, the right questions to use. And from then on, I've been more open about autism than ever before, and I've even competed in speech contests where I would like go from area from like the club level, the area level, the division level, and I've even been in the district level where I would compete against the entire state of Montana.
Holy cow, that's great. That's really good.
I've been in 3 different contests in the district level. And one of them is I talked about autism, and I did well in that speech contest. And that's when I found my voice in trying to bring awareness to autism, just so people can understand me a little bit better and understand those who have autism a little bit better as well. So I'm trying to lend a voice of autism, that it's okay to be more open about it and not hide from it, whether through music or even through Toastmasters. And just like that, where I can be more open. I'm more open about it than I ever was before. So
yeah, and we understand so much more about autism. So what you're doing, great, it's wonderful. Toastmasters, you said that's the Riverview Toastmasters, is that right?
Yeah, that's one of the many clubs. That's one of the few clubs in town. We have like 3 different clubs here in Great Falls.
Okay.
Of Toastmasters, we got one called Speakeasy, and the other one called Electric City Noon Toastmasters as well, too.
Get out the calendar. Let's plan ahead. The Great Falls Daily Connection event starting for today, December 18th, 2025. Varsity Wrestling, CM Russell versus Billings Skyview, Great Falls High versus Billings Senior, plus Toastmasters at noon every single Thursday, and Neighborhood Council number 8 meeting at 6. I mentioned the gift wrapping fundraiser that is ongoing for the Great Falls Children's Receiving Home at Kaufman's, 411 Central, 12 till 4, and the Mighty Mo Brewing Company, Friday, 4 till 8, weekends, 12 till 8. Thursday night live music lineup. I'm going to be with the Castle Reefers with Derek French and Lisa Gaskell at the Stadium Sports Bar, plus an introductory Kellergeist singer-songwriter night. It's originals only. That starts at the Kellergeist at 7 o'clock. And there's live music at the Frontier Inn. I don't know who it is. I know who's at the Frontier Inn tomorrow night, and that's coming up. Friday sports. Tournaments and meets include the CMR and Great Falls Holiday Wrestling Tournaments continuing, and the Great Falls Pre-Relay Swim Meet. Peak Winter Classic Day 1 at Peak Health is Friday. Also, Friday night live music and highlights. We have the Clash at the Course, the Light Show at Anaconda Hills in the evening. Lyle Miller's at the halftime starting at 6. And Big Sky Country at the Celtic Cowboy. Joel Corda at the Sip and Dip as usual on Friday and Saturday night starting at 7 o'clock. Willie Puffett featuring me on drums, along with Dustin and Mike at the Frontier Inn and whoever else happens to be up there on the stage. And Shakedown County is at the Dew Bar. Saturday sports, CMR and Great Falls Wrestling and Walt Curry Junior Varsity Tournament and the Great Falls Relay Meet. And for basketball, the Peak Winter Classic. Weekend vibes, the Clash at the Course, Saturday night at 5, Joel Corda at 7 o'clock at the Sip and Dip. And there's more live music at the Frontier Inn and Ryan Johnson at Elevation 3330. Sunday, our community and family events, including a monthly breakfast buffet at the VFW Hall, the Peak Winter Classic, and the Community Swip Swap at the Public Library. Looking ahead, marking your calendars, Winterfest in Geraldine will be December 28th. And January 15th, the U2U series at the Great Falls College with Seth Bodnar. And a comedy fundraiser with Mark Lundholm. That'll be January 23rd. Matt Donnelly's full interview will be a feature on the Great Falls Daily Connection, a separate video. I'll have that for you. And finally, here's some of the stories you may have missed. There's a group of computer hackers who stole user data from Pornhub, and they're threatening to release the names of all the Pornhub premium customers. So If you want to hear the punchline, you need to verify you're 18 or older. And I don't know how to do that on YouTube. Okay, so Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He started rehab on his surgically repaired knee. Also about to start rehab, every Chiefs fan who's been drowning their sorrows after missing the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. And starting in 2029, after its 100th anniversary, the Oscars will move from ABC TV and stream on YouTube. That's right, the Oscars go to YouTube. What? No, I'm sorry, no. I don't know if Chris Rock called it a slap in the face. Why do you ask? Finally, on today's Great Falls Daily Connection, here's a suggestion from brainyquote.com, which I liked. Art is like baby shoes. When you coat them with gold, they can no longer be worn. Thank you, John Updike. My mom bronzed my baby shoes. I have them now. That's your Great Falls Daily Connection for today. I hope you like the show. Like us and follow us, and share this with a friend if you like it. What my goal is to take all the great people who give us the events and put it all in one place for you in one commute-long show. Live Great Falls' best life and be informed. Brought to you by your friends at Amusetainment and Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio. And, of course, I am a part of Keller Entertainment Talent Productions. We're experts at wedding events and other events, making sure that event is perfect for your wedding reception. I'm excited to do a wedding reception right here in town coming up next month. It'll be good. So, until now and then, tomorrow's on the way, and we'll get things ready for the weekend before Christmas here in Great Falls. I'm Steve Keller, and until now and then, if I don't see ya, I'll see ya.